Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. On 2nd down, it's Jones. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To Aaron Jones.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and set it for field goals.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Brady again. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 15-yard line.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's another.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 at the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The Bucs 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you Try and score when given the opportunity.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And that one will fall incomplete.
For Mike Evans.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 26 Mike, 26.
Brady will try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught at the 10. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
No, 66. Tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing again. Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Got him, man. It's Tanyan complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Rodgers.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
They run the counter. Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 47 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Packers 21. Buccaneers 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Throwing now is Brady.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. A good pickup there, 22. Brady's throw there complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They hand this one to Gronk. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski taking it in. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass.
Robert Tonyan, 75 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
The extra point is
That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the sticks, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now Jones. And the Packers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
48-yard line.
To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it'll be third down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. But a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. And he's got this down to the 35. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
One final try now for Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Score, Packers.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw the final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.
This is